Now, if you can't stop standing up coming through the golf ball, I'm going to show you my favorite drill to keep you down through the shot. And it's unbelievably effective with getting my students to stay down through the shot with only after a couple of balls being hit with the drill. But I'm going to show you also a feel that I personally like on the golf course, which is again really effective to keep you down over that ball. So let's stop you standing up. So let's get started with the drill. So all the drill is you grab an alignment stick and you put the alignment stick underneath your right arm. So you can see a lot of the alignment stick coming out in front here. So really, really good this, because this shows you visually what you need to do and physically with feedback also. So what we do, we get up to the top of our swing and we're going to notice that one, it's going to get you with your arm swing a little bit more compact as well. It's going to help you get more of a backswing that's governed by your rotation. But again, not necessarily important for today, but it's also a good plus. It will stop you over swinging with your arms. But you can notice, okay, that left arm is touching the stick. Now in the downswing, we want the stick to one, be pointing down towards the ground, and we want the left arm to stay in contact with the stick until a round impact. Then the left arm would detach away, but the stick is still pointing down. So stick pointing down towards the ground, left arm staying attached to the stick until a round impact. That keeps you down nicely. And it also massively helps with trail arm movement. Your trail arm can't get disconnected, because if it does, the stick falls right down. So again, if you put a poor swing on this and you stand up, you're one, going to see the stick is going to point up in front of you instead of down. Two, the alignment stick is going to detach away. That left arm's going to fall down. The connection is going to get lost. So immediately you will see straight away, visually and feel it physically, what's going to happen to there. You're going to feel like when you've done it wrong, you can see the stick pointing up, left arm's going to drop. So okay, we want to have that stick pointing down, left arm staying in contact until impact. Brilliant. Now, like any drill, especially if it's a drill that's targeting going through impact, do it nice, slow, and almost half swing to start off with. So as soon as you feel your left arm make contact with this stick, start that downswing and do it really nice and almost 50%, just to get that body staying down. So again, let's do that. And there we go, body stayed down nicely, stick was pointing to the ground, left arm was in contact until impact, where it'll naturally drop off from a bit of right side bend. So start it small and build up. This is my favorite one. Fixes everyone, but it'll only fix you if you are doing things in your golf swing that will keep you down. There's so many reasons why players stand their body up, and it's not just because they're used to doing it or they're taking their eye off the ball. That is rubbish. It is all because they're doing things in their swing which will make them stand up to hit a good golf shot. So before we get into the feel on the golf course, which I said will really get you to where you'll be striking it lovely out in there, let's get into 3 reasons of why you stand up. Okay, first reason there is your club face is either too closed or too open. Essentially, your club face isn't square. So let's say if your club face closed, because this is really, really common. If people have their club face shut, so let's say shaft parallel there, club face is pointed to the ground, to the sky up the top of the swing, and then still to the ground in the downswing. If you stay in your posture, club face is going to be hugely closed. You're going to hit the ball miles left. So what the body will do, it will stand up. Why it will stand up from there is because that raises the hands, and then when the hands raise, the club face opens. So that gets you to hit the ball to target. So if I do one with a really closed club face, standing up gets me to hit it straight, as you can see, going straight into the net. If I stay down in posture with a really closed club face, the ball goes massively to the left, like you can see starting in the net there. So this is where players with an open face, flare that face open. They'll quite often stand up just to square up that face in the later downswing coming into impact. So kind of almost like a jump stall to absolutely square the face. I would demonstrate one with the club face open and staying in posture, but I'll probably miss my net. So I'm not going to do that. So you've got to have that face nicely square. Square is matching your spine angle. If we can keep that square, maintaining that square nature. So look at your grip, look at your takeaway. I've got plenty of videos on my channel on how to get the club face square. If that club face is matching spine angle, square to the arc, you could stay down in posture and turn through the ball easily. Brilliant. Okay, so square club face. Secondly, you've got to get good hip depth. So hip depth. What is that? That is making sure those hips are moving back. Right hip moving back in the backswing, left hip moving back in the downswing. I see so many players, if we draw a red line right here, do this. Turn back, right hip moves forward. They load their weight into their toes. And then from there, their hips will just continue to move forward. And when the hips move forward, upper body moves back, the spine extends. They'll stand up going through the golf ball. Not great. We want to load those hips. So if we can load those hips, get that right hip back like someone's pulling your right trouser pocket. The downswing, same thing. Someone's grabbing that left trouser pocket and pulling it back again. I've got so many videos about hip depth, especially on my channel. It is one of the big keys to having a good swing. So right hip back, left hip back. That'll keep you down when that left hip goes back, especially in the downswing. Gets you into what we call forward flexion or hip flexion. Hips then get pushed back, upper body goes down. So look here, even if I'm standing upright and I push this left hip back just as an exaggeration, look what happens to my body. See how it flexes down. That's what keeps you down going through the shot. So the third big reason why I see people coming out of their posture is a steep shaft. If your shaft angle is getting steep or vertical here, you're going to have to raise up out of your posture, stand the body up, because that re-shallows the shaft later. And then you will have no hope of staying down if you do that. If you do somehow manage to stay down, you're going to hit really down on it. You're going to hit awful swipey short shots out towards the right, or these kind of weak dead pulls to the left. It's not going to be good. You need to shallow it. So we need to get that center of mass of the golf club shallowing, pitching behind there. So not getting like that, just gradually moving in that direction, pitching back, not getting behind the body, just gradually with that center of mass here, falling back from where it was at the top of the swing. That can keep the body down as you turn. Shallowing is essential. You have to shallow it. Don't have to shallow it a lot. You can shallow it a little bit, and that will go a hell of a long way to keeping you down in your posture. And because coming out of posture in a downswing is ultimately early extension. If you want more information about that, I have a course that has everything you need to know about early extension, all the things that cause it and how to fix all of them with a good practice plan. That's called the Masterclass to Early Extension in a Downswing. The link in the description. Now I'll take you to my Skillist page where you'll see all my courses. Of course, if you want to take a one-on-one lesson with me as well, that is on that page also. So let's get to the feel on the golf course, all those things that cause you to stand up. I have videos about and how to fix all those on my channel. I could put them on here, but it'll be a very long video. I want to keep this to the point here, guys. So for the golf course, to keep you in posture like you're seeing here, me striping one out there, it's all about feeling like that chest is not only staying down, but I love the feeling of the chest getting on top of the left leg. So chest on top of that left leg there. So if we watch this swing here from me from the other day when I was out on the golf course, you can see all those little key points. This was more of a kind of 3/4 swing there, but you can see club face is square, shaft is shallowing, staying in posture nicely, good hip depth. So that's where I was feeling there. Chest on top of that left leg as I was turning, almost like I was getting closer to it. Exaggerated feel. I wouldn't actually be having the chest on top of the left leg. It's just a feeling to keep the body down. I almost like the feeling of like the zipper on my gilet here, having that on top of my left leg as I turn down and still try to rotate, get that left hip going back. So really good feel for the course. Zipper on top of left leg, and then still get that left hip back and turn. That really keeps you in posture. I really feel tons of weight on my left side as I do that. It's great for me and my swing fault. And that really keeps you down just from hearing from that strike. Chest on top of left leg, almost getting closer to it on the downswing as turning. Oh, feels good. So that's a great feel for the golf course. That'd be brilliant. Awesome drill, my favorite drill with that stick underneath the arm, and some reasons why you stand up in the first place. You've always got to know why you're standing up. I've barely ever seen anyone come out of posture just for the sake of it. It's very rare. Most likely you will be doing something that will cause you to do it. So have a good go at the drill, see how you're doing. And then of course, there's some resources either on my channel or let's say on that course would be brilliant also, or one-to-one lessons with me if you want to get it figured out. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button. And if you want more golf instruction, just like this, click the subscribe button, hit that bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video.